Awesome. Are you able to see my screen?
Yep.
Or
Yep. Hold on.
awesome. Now we're able to see my screen. Able to see my keynote. Thumbs up if you can see. Okay, awesome. So today I just want to talk about the organic marketing blueprint for cash flowing business. I think this is one of the most fundamental principles that people have to understand even before they go about selling their offer, because most of the time people come on and they share things like, okay, do this, do that, do this, do that, but you don't really have a big overview picture of what you want to be doing for the next few steps, for the next 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, right? So I'm going to give you the big overview itself, and I'm actually going to be sharing a few things in this itself. But then the training, you're going to understand 3 crucial factors that will make you thrive with your offer. The 5-step blueprint to simplify your marketing, your offer. This is what we ourselves use and our clients use to hit 10K months, 20K months, and even 30K months itself. And we'll talk about the systems you need to hit 10K a month. And more importantly, I want to give you a quick win immediately after watching this training itself, is that you get our 2 exact Facebook posts that are responsible for 5 to 6 figures in sales. In fact, I'll say this is probably 6 figures in sales just based on this 2 Facebook posts alone. Now, this can also be done on Instagram if you're asking. It can also be done on LinkedIn itself. It just depends on which platform you're on when you're marketing. Now, just want to talk about who is this for in the first place. This training is for you if you provide a crucial result the market needs. You don't know how to get your next few clients. You're tired of the ups and downs. Sometimes you got your offer right. Sometimes you don't really get your offer right? You truly care if your clients get results or not, because if you sell the offer, you know, and you greatly, deeply know that you want your clients to get results. So if you're not afraid of challenges, then this is definitely for you. And if you're open to real feedback without getting offended, because there are some harsh truths that I'm going to be saying over here as well. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, for me, my role is to be a truth teller. And for me, it's to tell you what it needs to be done for you to succeed and move forward. Okay, just want to explain a little bit more about who am I. I'm an organic marketing coach, author. My clients like to call me organic wizard. Right, but ultimately, to me, I'm a hardcore experimenter, so that I help you avoid the problems, and I'm obsessed with getting you the best results possible. So everything over here is going to be very results driven, because I don't share anything that is not guaranteed with results itself. So why should you listen to me? I'm just going to skip through these few things because these are my usual slides itself. So my clients and I attract clients from 10K to 30K a month without ads itself. I reveal what marketing agencies don't want to, because it'll make them broke. And I'm from the industry, just like yourself. In the past 8 years, I'm a coach and a consultant as well. I was previously coaching and training transformational events for youth around Southeast Asia, an 8-figure training company. Went to Singapore, Indonesia, and a few countries itself, just on training youth itself. Now, but when I left the company, the truth was I was broke. Despite experience, nobody trusted an 18-year-old kid, right? Back then, I didn't have anything. I came out with a lot of experience. I came out with quite some cash as well, because traveling around. And earning from all these gigs itself, but nobody really trusted me, and I was left to cold call, cold email, chase after prospects with the offer I had, right? And offer I had back then was just a peak performance training itself, and I just cold call and cold email every single person that I could get itself. Now, unfortunately, I went to invest in causes which told me to post a ton of content to make a name for myself. So I did what they did. In fact, I would say I was one of the most successful students for them. People always say, oh, post content, that's about it. When I posted content, I attracted 100K followers in a year, reaching millions a week. Currently, right now, we got 200K plus followers on all social accounts itself. But the sad truth is it still remains the same thing. I was just a broke influencer that earned $0 for an entire year. And that's not what I want you to go through. I don't want you to go and create content and create tons of content and realize that, oh, I'm not going to be able to sell my offer itself. I don't want you to end up in the situation as me, where I work my ass off for 1 whole year, posting about 500 to 1,000 pieces of content around there just to get these followers, but earn $0 for a whole entire year. And that's because I didn't know how to convert paying clients itself. So what happened was I focused on attracting both high-paying fans and clients, and hit my first 10K cash collected month like 1.5 years back, right? And 1.5 years back itself. And then I go on to build a team and generate 6 figures without paid ads. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is actually very simple. I want to talk about the 3 things that you need in order to thrive with your offer. And whatever that I'm telling you so far, this story actually links to the 3 things that you need in order to thrive with your offer itself. Okay, I mean, of course, I also went to publish economics books and self-help book itself. Why am I saying this? This is about me. This is about my clients and you itself. Now, you need 3 factors when it comes to thriving of an offer, which I think Brian definitely has gone through some of this itself. But I want to really emphasize this through my story itself. First of all, you need to understand what's your superpower, right? But ultimately, you got to start off with passion. So when it comes to passion itself, I was in the training and coaching industry for many, many years itself. That's why I say I was in an 8-figure training company. So my whole goal was to unlock the potential of others again and again and again. Right, that was my passion. And I first thought like, okay, when I came out 18 years old, 19 years old, I mean, I was a kid, but a kid with a lot of dreams and a lot of hustle, like what people always say, oh, just hustle, hustle, hustle. The funny truth is, as I start growing my business and start getting more people in our team itself, I realized that hustle is just an over-glorified word that doesn't really get you much results itself. And so my passion was unlocking the potential of others, which you guys probably have your own passion as well when it comes to your offer. But a lot of times an offer doesn't work because you might be missing these other two things out. Second is in terms of my power. Now, one thing I realized my passion is in terms of unlocking the potential of others, but along the lines, I realized that my superpower was really growing a social media brand. I don't think many people can talk about, oh, I grew like 200,000 followers itself, and I got actual concrete stats to back it up, right? And so I realized that my superpower wasn't really in terms of unlocking the potential of others. Sure, my passion was helping people to find their best gifts itself, but my power itself was on social media branding. Now, when I combine my power and passion itself, I thought I'll be able to get an offer that sells. But the problem was when I found out that, hey, social media branding and I got my passion together, I realized that my offer wasn't selling. In fact, it was selling in a very low point. I was charging people only like what, $400 a month, $500 a month. Maybe to you, it's good if you start off with $500 a month. But in the long run, it's just not great for your business if you're just charging $500 per month per person. That means you need to have 20 clients in order to hit 10K. That's not great at all. And so last but not least is a problem. Now, one thing I realized is that when I first realized what's my power and my passion, and this took me like 1 year plus in order for me to understand what my power and passion was in the first place. And so once I realized that what was my power and then what was my passion itself, I realized that, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start selling like social media growth services, help people to build their brand, help people to create content, like what everyone says, go and create content, go and post here, post there, right? And I thought I'm going to do that and I'm going to get a lot of clients and get rich, right? Sadly, that's not the truth. The offer didn't work because the problem wasn't a significant one, nor was it an urgent one. Now, when I was selling social media branding, people were like, okay, I can do this next year if I want to. I can do this next year. It isn't really an urgent thing. And it wasn't very significant for them. Why? Because social media branding didn't give them an immediate ROI. I couldn't go up to them and tell them that, hey, you're going to get this result from it. I can only tell that, hey, you know what, you're going to grow followers. Do I know how many followers you're growing? I'm not exactly sure if I can pinpoint the exact number of followers I can get for you as well. And so people weren't buying into my offer itself. People weren't very convinced. I hopped into like hundreds of calls itself, but I closed like maybe about 10% itself. It's very, very, very low. And so one thing I realized is, last but not least, you need a problem, a very specific problem, which I'm sure Brian has gone through with you and maybe other guests have gone through with you. And that's when I realized that, the problem is coaches and consultants can't get clients after posting tons of content. That's kind of like me. But when I first started, I realized that, give me a sec. When I first started, I attracted a lot of followers, but I couldn't sell anything because I didn't know how to sell. And so I worked on learning how to sell, attracting clients, closing clients itself. That was when I realized that, okay, this was a problem that people had. People post a ton of content, but they're not able to convert those followers into clients, right? And so I want to share with you exactly what I'm going to be talking about in the next few minutes or next 10 plus minutes itself that will greatly change and help you get your first client at least. Okay, but before I'm going to talk about that, I want to show you that this actually works. Whatever it is, it's not fluff. I'm not trying to sell you like some hype thing. In fact, I got nothing to sell you today. Pretty much, I agreed to Brian because Brian is a great host. If you've been listening to the podcast, he's a great host itself. The only reason why I'm here is because he's deeply passionate in helping you guys. And for me, my mission is to help you discover that, hey, you don't have to rely on ads, on the marketing agency and things that you don't really need. You really just need to tap into yourself itself to get more clients itself. And I just want to show that this isn't bullshit. This isn't fluff itself. This is just some of my clients' results. From 1K to 20K a month in 5 months, right? She was earning less than 1K a month when she met us. She had 1 month, one client a month. Closing rate was 20%. Struggling to differentiate after charging and charge higher. Struggling to differentiate and charge higher after attending courses. She spent a lot on courses itself, but she realized that she wasn't getting her business going itself. In 1 month, she hit 10K a month for 1 or 2 clients a week without ads, closing rate of 60%, increase of prices by 6 times, closed a record-breaking deal of $9,000 in 1 day itself, and that's how she actually made up her 20K month itself. Now, I got many more of these people as well. This guy hit 30K a month itself. Once again, this is also another coach itself. His closing rate is now increased from 10% to 70%. He hit 6 figures in 6 months after joining us itself. And I just want to let you know that 6 figures isn't something that is a very far away goal. Now, with what I'm going to show you in terms of simplifying how you want to approach marketing, what I'm going to about to show you next is something that if you follow, you're going to get 6 figures. Right? If you follow to the T, you're going to get 6 figures itself. But of course, let's not talk about 6 figures first. Let's talk about getting your first $1,000, first $5,000, and first $10,000. But I just want to show you that this completely works, whatever I'm showing you. We got people from 0 to 13K in 1 week itself. We got 4 to overbook with 20 students in 2 months itself. Now, this guy is on another level itself. He has a wait list of like 10 to 20 people every single month. He will never ever run out of leads. So I just want to show you that I know it's like I've been through all of your problems most likely. I want to show you what works for me and our clients after spending $80,000 on courses and coaches itself. And what you need to know is that the journey is never easy, but it can be simple. You just need a step-by-step personalized system that works for your industry when done correctly and in the right order, can guarantee your coaching, consulting, or education business and more clients than ever before without spending on ads or funnels itself. So I want to show you how the marketing world looks like currently. Most likely it's you're posting on LinkedIn, email, Clubhouse, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, blogs. You're everywhere basically. And ultimately they tell you, you know what you're going to do? You're one funnel away. So what we're going to do is going to build a funnel itself. And because we built this funnel, it's going to convert. That's what most of the people are going to be telling you. And this is what happens when we start promoting ourselves on many, many different platforms and we push everyone to a funnel itself. Our clients are caught in confusion because they go, oh man, this guy is like everywhere, but I'm not very sure what this person actually does. Right? This guy produces a lot of content itself, but I'm still not sure what this person does at the end of the day itself. I just want to show you, the reason why I show you all my clients itself is most of these clients itself got their 20K a month, got their 30K a month without a funnel at all. Even one person had no website. This girl had no website, none, no link at all in order to hit the first 20K a month. I just want to show you that there's a lot of fluff in the market that sells you that you have to do this, do that, buy more software, buy more courses in order for you to do that. My goal over here is to show you that you don't have to buy more courses. You don't have to buy more softwares in order to get where you want. You don't have to work on funnels to get where you want in the first place itself. Now, what's happening now is that because of COVID-19, there's a whole content flood where everyone's just posting a crap ton of content. And basically it's flooding with mediocre content and your social media feed is flooded with a lot of mediocre content itself. I just want to show you that what you need is to focus on the platform your audience is spending 90% of the time, which is Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. It's either one. What you do is to choose one of these platforms and just fully focus onto it. Now, I'm going to simplify the whole marketing world itself. Because at the end of the day, people like to post on many different kind of platforms. Choose to focus on one of these trees. Because one of these trees itself can help you generate your first 5K, your first 10K, or your first 100K itself. And so from Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn itself, the whole marketing world is very simple. It's just having a brand, having traffic, having leads, having offer, and having a sales. Which is exactly why you're here, right? You have already gone through the whole offer part, right? And probably the one thing you're lacking a brand, traffic, leads, and sales. But it's fine because you're going to learn it over time and you're going to get better and better with it, right? At the end of the day, I just want to show you not to go about blinking on the eyes on the most shiny object of like, oh, let's do funnels. Oh, let's do ads. Oh, let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do email sequences. Let's do video sales letter and things that you're going to start learning more in the marketing world. Understand that there's a lot of hype in the marketing world because they just want you to buy courses itself. Well, I say my whole goal isn't to help to promote whatever it is that my coaching program is or whatever it is. It's for me to show you the light of how clear it is to get your first 10K month in the first place or hit your 6 figures first. Now, the blueprint to hit 10K a month is actually quite simple. First, let's talk about branding. You just need to know your positioning. When it comes to traffic, it's about content. But it's knowing what kind of content that you're going to be placing out as well. When it comes to leads, it's through DMs itself. When it comes to offer, it's through sales calls itself. When it comes from sales, it's just closing itself. Now, when you want to hit 10K a month, it's just 3 things that you want to focus on: content, DM, and sales. Now, I talk a lot about, hey, people are posting a lot of mediocre content, and you shouldn't be posting mediocre content as well, right? And there's a reason why I still put content over here, because it's about producing the right kind of content rather than producing a ton of content, which I think other guests have probably gone through in terms of producing what kind of content you want to produce. Now, ultimately, at the end of the day, it's very simple to really get your first 10K a month. Just through these three elements itself, is how you're gonna hit your first 10K. Posting content itself and getting people to DM you. Once people DM you, you get them to hop on the sales call and then you close. This is exactly what got us our 10K, 20K, and 30K a month in the first place at all. Now, I'm going to skip this whole two systems that you need because I think this is something that you don't really need at the moment. But just so you know, there are two systems that you want to set up in the long run itself. One is the content system. A second is organic marketing system, right? Where you are able to get traffic and then next you're able to get leads itself. Once again, just to show you how this whole thing works. But when it comes to content, understand that content is just to nurture. Content is really just to nurture your traffic itself. You want to make sure that you are posting great ideas about your offer itself. You want to make sure you have templates, proven templates that you're able to follow and just post easily. In fact, we take about 5 to 10 minutes just to post on content itself. So you don't want to spend way too much time on content. Right now, at the moment, I spend 5 to 10 minutes a week just on content itself. You don't want to go past that barrier itself. Next thing itself, in terms of organic marketing system, you want to make sure that you have converting posts. And I'm going to show you 2 converting posts itself that help us to attract 5 to 6 figures for our clients and ourselves itself. And ultimately, you just want to follow up with them in terms of DM scripts and as well in terms of getting them onto your booking page and hopping into the sales call. Now, I just want to emphasize how simple this is. It's not easy, but I just want to show you how simple it is because I don't want you to get complicated in terms of ads, in terms of funnels, doing sales letter, writing a crap ton of copy. Because just want to show you again with my clients itself, they all got to where they have to be just based on this content, DM, and sales call. That's it. If you're able to follow this tree itself, you're gonna get your first 10K. So I'm gonna reveal what exactly that 2 Facebook posts it is that you gotta do in order to get your first 1 to 3 to 5 clients itself. Now, the first post itself is just posting on Facebook or Instagram. You've probably seen it. I'm not sure if you've seen it in a while, but this is one of the most simple posts that can be done, which I feel that not enough people are doing. In fact, the reason why I'm showing you this first post itself, because it's so simple that you should be able to post it and get your first client in. Now, first of all, you just want to talk about first looking for 5 prospects who wants to get promise or result, drop me. Right? So an example of this copy itself is just literally posting on Facebook and say, hey, I'm looking for 5 coaches and consultants who want to attract 6-figure worth of clients on social media without paid ads. Drop #me. Right? Whoever that drops in the comment itself, what you're gonna do is you're gonna DM them and ask them that, hey, sorry, give me a sec. My brain's processing. Right. So when they drop me itself, what you want to do is to just DM them and just ask them that, hey, great to know that you're interested in what we have to offer itself. Before we look into how we can help you further, just want to ask 2 or 3 questions. Is that fine with you? So whenever they drop a me itself, you want to straight away go into DMs and ask if they're fine with asking them 2 to 3 questions to see if you're a good fit for them and see if you're able to help them out further. Now, when you ask this as an opening question, that's when they start to get open with it. The problem with most DMs is that people straight away go in and then they straight away send a landing page of a link. And they just send this link. Oh, okay, just click on this link and you'll be able to buy this offer. 99% of the time, nobody will buy it. Okay, the whole goal over here is basically get them in the DM and ask them a few questions itself. Ask them what's their biggest challenge, and then ask them where is it that they want to be, and then tell them that, hey, I think I got a few thoughts on how you can get from problem to promise itself. Would you like to know how? And if the person say yes, I'd like to know how, you just say, hey, are you free next Wednesday or Thursday itself? And would you like to hop on a call with me? Most likely they'll say yes really because they're invested in the conversation. So the reason why most people screw up the DMs itself is because they are awkward. They don't really know what to say. That's why we have scripts itself. They don't really know what to say. They feel like, oh shit, I'm not very good at the DMs itself. They feel like people will reject them. Most of the time, people won't reject you based on the hundreds of DMs that we have sent itself. Nobody will really reject you. People will just ghost you at the most. They won't say like no. I think I only got 1 person who said no out of like the maybe thousands of DMs that we've already sent. So just understand, you want to DM them and ask them, hey, great to know that you are interested in this itself. Is it fine or is it cool if I ask you 2 or 3 questions itself that can help me figure out if I'm a good fit for you and how I can help you out further? They usually say yes. And once you say yes itself, what you're creating is micro commitment. What you're creating is micro commitment and you're creating trial closers. Because every time they say yes, 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 you're getting closer to getting them on the call. The reason why if you send a link straight away, they won't buy is because there's too much commitment. You send a link and the link costs like $97, $997, whatever the cost is, there's too much commitment, they won't buy it. So you want to enter a conversation with them and figure out whether if they're a good fit for you in the first place. Not everyone will be a good fit for you. You just have to understand that. And so once you're able to create the micro commitment itself, you go in and you ask them to hop on the call. You hop on the call and then you close them itself. Closing scripts are usually very similar in terms of closing calls. A second post that you want to do is, I'm on a mission to help whatever number of prospects drop yes. I'm on a mission to help 10 coaches and consultants to generate 6 figures without ads. If you want in, drop yes, right? This is also another form of post itself that you can be doing, right? Both of these are a little bit similar in the direction. Ultimately, what you're getting is getting people who are interested in your offer immediately, right? So if you already have an offer right now, maybe your offer is in terms of, let's say for mine, it's in terms of generating 6 figures without ads. For me, I just say, yeah, I'm on a mission to help 10 coaches and consultants to generate 6 figures without ads. If you want in, drop yes. You might be thinking, wow, this is really too simple and I don't think this will work. I encourage you to just go and do it. When you do it, let me know if you got the results itself. You can find me on, I think Brian can drop a link itself. There are more posts itself that I don't think I will have the time to go through in terms of the posts of what kind of posts and what kind of things you want to do in following up. But I do have a Facebook group. It's completely free. Once again, I'm not here to sell you anything. I have a Facebook group that's completely free. I think Brian should be able to drop that link below this video itself. You can just type in www.facebook.com/group/strategic attraction. And in the community itself, we go through more strategies. On a weekly basis, I go live and talk about more things that you can actually be doing in order to organically get more clients itself. But what I want you to do right now is after this training is to go and immediately implement this. Literally go out there and put in, let's say if you're helping people to set up their website. Yeah, I'm looking for 5 business owners who wants to set up their e-commerce website. Drop me. And once they drop me, you just gotta follow up with them. Now, there are times where where you post this and you get 0 comments. Now, have I ever faced that before? No. But is there a possibility? Yes. There's a possibility if currently right now you don't have any of your target audience following you, which means in your circle, the people of your friends, the people who follow you, none of them are your prospect or none of them are business owners, none of them are whatever it is that you're targeting. If you're targeting e-com owners, then you should have e-com owners in your as your friends or people who follow you. Now, as long as your target audience follow you, high chance that they will. I cannot say 100% because I have never ever met someone that wasn't able to get a response, but who knows? One day there might be. So I'm just gonna give a disclaimer itself. But when you get this itself, you really are able to get leads itself. This is just through the post, the post that I'm telling you. And based on this itself, people are able to close sales itself. It's a very, very simple post. A very, very simple post itself, but people are able to get calls, able to close people extremely easily because of simple posts like that. So I don't want you to get too bogged up with posting a lot of content because people tell you to post content. I want you to go and get your client first. Because once you get your client in, it becomes a lot easier to create content. Once you get your client in, you can start creating posts on the problems that your clients face, the journey of you coaching through your clients. Content isn't really the hard part. The hard part is getting your first to 3 to 5 clients itself. And that's my whole goal. My whole goal is to help you get 3 to 5 clients itself. Get this posted out. Get one of these posted out, by the way. Please don't post both of this at the same time. I've seen before one of my clients post both of these at the same time. He got clients, but it's just quite funny to see it post at the same time. Post it separately, okay? And you can just take one of it and just go and immediately post it. I think I'll be very happy for you if you actually go and implement this. My whole goal of this training is not to flood you with information because if you want more information, you want more strategies, you want more techniques, you can go to my Facebook group itself. Once again, completely free. The only reason why I'm doing this is because I want you to immediately apply what you learn. I don't want you to get flooded with information. I don't want you to go about, oh, let me go and find what's the next thing I have to do. No, the next thing you have to do is just these 2 things. Go and get it done. You'll get a crap ton of results. The only reason why I'm showing you the results once again is because I want you to take action. A lot of times, I have this conflict of whether to show people my results or not. Then I realized that when I don't show people my results, people go like, does this work? I'm skeptical. And And so that's the only reason why I show my results, because I want you to really go and execute this and go and get results. And if you get results, please please let me know. Please let me know that you have gotten results from these two simple posts itself. This is really, really like the foundation. Like what I said, this is like a 0.1% of the things that we do. But it does get results itself. And that's why I want to tell you that it's really simple. It's not easy. Business is not easy, but it can be simple itself. The journey is not easy, but the business can be simple. It can be simplified through organic marketing. So with that, hopefully through this training itself, please go and implement. When you get results, please go and DM me. I hope Brian puts the link of my socials. I really like to interact with people because I give a lot of free stuff out. So I usually get people sharing me their wins on the DMs itself, and I love that whole feeling. My whole goal is really just to help you guys to understand that organic marketing is probably the easiest way for you to move forward rather than going to ads and funnels and building a team and things like when you just gotten your offer. So with that, I think Brian, that's pretty much it for this training. You can take over now.
There you go. Awesome, man. Awesome stuff. Great content, Brian, my friend. Great content. I put your links on there.
That's great. That's great.
I got your Facebook on there. It took me a while to get.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much. Yeah. Once again, I just want to make sure that people implement. If right, you don't get results on this, DM me as well, and I will make sure that you get a result. No, that's how confident. No, that's how much I want you to succeed. Actually, that's how much I want your clients to succeed. If they are not able to get clients from this, I mean, Brian, you can also go and give a shot. And if Brian, you don't get this, DM me. I will personally get a strategy that will work and convert for you. That's my guarantee of how great this will
That's
be.
serious.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure people know that. They listen to this. Amazing stuff, man. I know it's late over there, but I appreciate this so much. I know we couldn't get you on that last week, so this is a bonus training that I know that it's the finisher, it's the cream on the cherry on top. All those things.
Exactly, man.
So everybody, just do what he says. Follow instructions. Follow instructions. You know what I'm saying? I always say that kind of thing. Follow instructions and see what happens instead of before you say, this isn't going to work. Let your, how about, and I'm doing some of this now. There's like, it's just like I'm saying, like, ask better questions for your mind to activate better answers for you. So instead of saying, I'm not sure if this is going to work, how about saying, well, let's see if this can work. If we do this, how will this look like? How would this feel like? And then if I was to do this, how would I make this happen? So just follow the instructions and then work out a plan for yourself. Everybody's gonna have a little different kind of style, a different kind of offer, that kind of thing. That's why that's what this is all about. Having your offer in hand already and then going out and delivering. You're looking for clients, basically, right there.
Exactly. I think too many people complicate the whole process. Like I keep going on and on about it, but really, my whole goal of this actually is to let people know, because I think people who's building the offer itself, they might be distracted by things like funnels, like ads, like marketing, all the marketing shiny things, right? That they tell you that you have to do in order to get your business running up. And I'm just living proof of spending that huge amount of cash learning from top experts in the world itself and not really getting a result from it. So that's exactly why I'm just here to simplify. That's my whole goal, to simplify and make sure that everyone understands business isn't easy, but it can be simplified.
Yeah. Awesome. My friend, thank you so much. I'm gonna let you go to sleep. I know you got a big day tomorrow of work. I appreciate you. And we are finished with this challenge right now. We're finished. I'm so excited. And Darius, you just killed it, man. Thank you so much. We will see you.
Thank you for having me on this challenge yourself.
Awesome stuff. Take care. And we're gone. We're out.